Hey folks, GHondo here, and welcome back to Captain of Industry. This is episode 64. In the last episode, we put in and then upgraded an electrolyzer here, so now our hydrogen production is pretty good, or at least stable. Seems fine to me. And we also picked up the research and began production of purple construction parts. Very, very cool. So that, of course, gave us quite the question here of what do we do first? And there's absolutely arguments could be made for pretty much any of them, but I think, at least in my mind, the one that makes the most sense is to get the research lab first, because it then, theoretically anyway, will speed up all other research. So let's get that rolling. And it looks like it's going to be quite simple to do. Like we already produce electronic tubes and lab equipment too, so I don't think it's going to be a monumental task to make this happen. Probably take me longer just to find where I'm making our current ones. And clearly I have these belts completely wrong, so that's good. Yeah, because these are ins. There shouldn't be anything here. This belt is completely and utterly wrong. So that's good. We can fix this while we're waiting. Because what we're actually going to want is some of these twos to file straight into here. I think that will make a lot more sense. That's probably what I was trying to do and just didn't. That will make a lot more sense. Now, is there a lab 4? Do I need this thing here? Or is that the end of the chain? Is 3 the final? No, there is a 4. Okay. So I'll leave this here. Obviously, it's not going to do anything right now, and obviously this belt is going to be wrong at the time. And in all reality, I might as well just do this right. Because this is going to eventually come to here anyway. So it may as well just start there, and then I don't have to worry about it. Now, the actual electronic tubes, I'll just let them truck. I could probably get them from here up there, but I think it would be quite the mess, and it would really disrupt traffic, so I think I'm okay with them just trucking those up. That seems fine to me. Quick check on everything else. Nothing else is desperately low except the vehicle parts, but we're shipping them out, so that makes sense. But everything else seems very stable. So I think we are going to be good. Does this thing give any indication of how much these are going to cost? 90 purples. Okay. So I want to have 2 of them, so basically 180 purple parts is what we're shooting for, but we have to wait for the research anyway, so that's not a big deal. Okay, in the meantime, down here, how are we doing? Oh yeah, I definitely screwed up some of this. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Because I got to think about this afterwards, it always defaults back to the raised version, even if you last it on flat. So I might have at some point screwed that up. So what I'm going to do is just do an arbitrary blanket flatten for the whole thing. And I know for sure it's just set to flat. Then come back and try and sort out. And again, it defaults off of flattened. Try and guess where some of this will have to be. Good luck. Good luck. Well, this part for sure. Also can't help but notice it's defaulting to -11, and that doesn't seem anywhere near what I want. What was this actually at? Like hang on a second. Something is just not on here. Right. Starting clean. Here we go. Okay, this should be +2. Right? We're happy with +2, I think, for the most part. Okay. Yes. Okay, so +2 is where we want to be. Right. Okay. So why don't you start going ahead and digging through all that. Right? Yes. Okay. That looks better. They may have made some ramp bits here. It's really hard for me to tell. I'll have to wait till they flatten it out and then have a look. I may have to dig some of that waste back up, possibly. It's very, very hard to tell, though. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to pause the video here and just let this research tick up, because, like I say, everything else looks very stable, and I don't think we're in any real danger, but if something blows up, I'll bring it back, but otherwise, I'll be back when the research is done, or very close to. Okay, we are back. It's not quite done yet, but it's very close. But there's something I do want to show. I had noticed the diesel had been starting to slip. It's fine now because I fixed it, but it had been slipping. So I came here and I saw that this was not running particularly well. So I traced that back. We weren't getting any medium oil. Okay, so I come here. This has stopped. We had too much sour water. No problem. We can sort that. Trace the sour water line, whichever one it was. Now I've forgotten where it went. It's not you, it was, yeah, you. So I traced this all the way back, la 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 la. These guys were overfilling too much sulfur. Well, I did two things for that. First off, I added a second burner, because that was the immediate solve, but also to try and speed up just usage of sulfur, I also added, I cranked up the fertilizer usage. Because fertilizer we are at least using some sulfur in, because this was also only kind of running. So we're now using a little bit of sulfur and burning a whole lot more, but either way, the sour water is now being pulled off much, much better. So that helped quite a bit. We're also not doing spectacularly well on iron, but I think that's really just a throughput question more than anything. It looks like we are bringing in just barely enough. So, yeah, there might need to be something done with that. But anyway, we are ready to go. So first and foremost, let's get our shiny Research 3s going here. There they are. Lab Equipment 3s, I guess they're officially called. There we go. Those are already done. It should not take long for the electronics to pop over here because they're just produced, 20 squares away, so that should be peanuts. There they go. Beautiful. They are very, very slow to make, but that's fine. And I guess I should actually be tracking them. Okay. There. Beautiful. Yeah, some of them are of course going to be wasted just to sit on this belt, which is obviously kind of pointless, but that's fine. Oh, okay, so that 90 purple parts was just to build a brand new Lab 3, not to upgrade an existing one, so I guess you get a partial refund. Well, that's very helpful. Either way, though, we are definitely going to want that. don't know about the power or workers levels. Those might get a little exciting, but let's officially make sure that it knows to do one before the other, just so we at least get one of them done. So we can see how bad I'm going to get wrecked here. Because I suspect I'm going to get wrecked here, is my suspicion. I also suspect this is going to become yellow maintenance, is my suspicion, but that might not be this one. It might be one after it, possibly. Hard to say. But we'll know in one singular more part. Okay, so 416. Okay. So about 1.5 power, you're about double the workers. And yes, that is now using yellow maintenance, which is actually fine. That'll ease the burden here, and we still obviously have way more than enough here. Okay. So let's let them get this one done before we actually start using some of that research. Not sure what we're going to do. I guess that's going to be red maintenance at some point, but anyway, we're nowhere near that part yet. We should be back. Actually, we should probably grab this, right? And actually get our ship doing something again. That'll be really nice. Maybe we'll do that first. And then come back here for power stuff. Although, getting the power sorted would be really, really good, because this is bad. Yeah, let's do solar first. Okay. And we probably need to go ahead and upgrade these as well, I'm going to think. Even though that's going to decimate our glass stocks, I think we're going to need it. Yeah, diesel's looking real bad. Are you still not keeping up? You're definitely running full power. I suspect you are as well. So it's just really not enough, huh? That's probably because you are running, right? Yep, you sure are. Both of you. Yeah, we're definitely doing the power one first. I'm going to buy some diesel just to make sure we don't run into any issue. But yeah, I think we are definitely right to do power first. Let us go ahead and get these guys rolling on accelerated mode. So I think it said something about ignoring electricity. And I don't know if that means it just doesn't check to make sure you could have enough, or if that actually means they don't use any. But either way, let's get a bunch of these going immediately so we can get that research finished. Once it's done, I'll stop researching for a bit, which will also help while we build some solar panels. I guess I could probably bump 1 or 2 more trucks over to hydrogen as well, which may help just a teensy little bit. Not going to do too many of them, of course, but so we're not doing spectacular on hydrogen either. Do a couple of them. That'll slightly help shift the burden. And I might even put in another electrolyzer, because we're definitely totally fine for water, so I think I'm going to. Apparently not there though. I guess we'll do it on this side. course we'll want your own. I'm not going to bother piping that in, I'll just give you your own. Wee tiny little pipe there. Yes, of course, power is going to be a problem doing that, but so be it. Oh, that's, wow, 3 megawatts for these things. Yikes. Okay, that's a lot worse than I thought. Yeah, you definitely are going to have to be running real hard there, guys. Which means you're going to be struggling to keep up with everything. Yikes. Yikes. Is there any temporary edicts I can throw up that save on power? Nothing on that screen. Already have the fuel savers on. Yeah, nothing here is really going to help. Okay. Yeah, we'll just have to plow through it, as brutal as it is. We're just gonna have to plow through it, I guess. Should I maybe build a temporary third one? Just very temporary? Seems kind of pointless. And yet kind of necessary, right? Having said that, why are we not getting our full 30? Who here is failing me? You are definitely spinning. You're definitely spinning. Yeah, everybody's spinning, so why are we not getting anywhere near our 30? Fascinating. Okay, well, then, oh, that's also probably part of the problem. They can't keep up with the diesel here. Between what the boat's taking and what both of these are taking. Yeah. Alright, well then I guess you're going to have to be a little bit more important. I don't want to really crank this, though. Anybody else sell diesel? You do. It's taking me no time to chew through that at all. Yikes. Yikes. Alright, well we did at least get that done, so we have the extra workers. That part at least is good. I suppose I could shut some stuff off here temporarily, although you don't take that much power, right? Like, so it wouldn't even really be saving much. No, I think we really just do have to just grind through it. And I guess to make it a little easier, we could do it just with one, because that's 600 kilowatts. So it's going to take more me sitting here time, but it should go a little smoother anyway. Alright, well, once again, I'm going to pause. We'll just try and dig through this. I'll just have to keep buying diesel, I guess, but I will try and get us to a point where we're at least done the solar panels. I'll be back. Okay, we are back. We are at 99%. It's about as close as I can get it. Yeah, things have not been going well on the island. The power is just a mess. I've been buying lots and lots of diesel. We've run out of iron and steel. Yeah, it's just been bad. Anyway, there is solar panels. So, let's get them going. I grabbed one of these existing ones and I basically have prepared it for the task of solar cells. Now, we build 8 of these at a time, but they take, 2 full minutes to run, which is brutal. So I'm actually going to let them run at hyperspeed. And it takes, I think it said 90 to build the actual... Yes. So this is going to be a bit. But I suppose we can at least queue them up. Have a look at them. Okay, so they are large, but they're not crazy large. Where do we want to actually have them live? I guess it doesn't really matter. Maybe we'll just kind of tuck them in here. Yeah, we'll tuck them in here somewhere. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Obviously, I have no idea how much power they actually take, so... But we'll say this one goes first, just arbitrarily. I guess we could have done that one, doesn't really matter. Anyway, by telling them to do one specifically first, they'll get all of the solar panels instead of just some of them. And hopefully that will do it. So it's time to buy, another round of diesel. Good times. But we have lots and lots of silicon. That part's fine. We're fine for glass, I think. Pretty sure we're fine for glass. Well, maybe not fine, but hanging in there. Steel is not looking good, but that's fine. But by not researching, we're saving a bit of power. We're also going to start stockpiling the lab equipment. So once that's done, these will shut off, and that will save some resource as well. So. But yeah, we're kind of in a bit of a pickle here, but I think it's going to be recoverable. I don't think we're like doomed or anything, but it's certainly not ideal. I just can't believe how long these take to build. Even on boosted, there's still 60-second production. That's pretty crazy. Oh, you are done this bit. So yeah, I don't know if you even need to do this little island here, or if that's okay. So I think maybe I can send you back. Up here to the iron. Oh, that was the other thing I had to do while I was paused. We completed this section of copper, so I just extended it a bit further. Not a big deal. Looks like we're just about done that section of iron as well. Well, they still have this bit they haven't started yet, but Iron is going to be a problem real soon, I think. Unless there happens to be another patch of iron somewhere. Oh, okay, there is. It's way, 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 way over here, but we do have more. Okay. Fair enough. Well, even though it's not running very often, and I did lower its priority, so they're different at least. So this one will always shut off before this one, but even just running occasionally, that extra electrolyzer has really helped the hydrogen side. So that part at least is good. Everything else is terrible, but that side at least is good. Alright guys, I'd like to see this finish, please. Yes, we're out of... Oh, we're out of glass, okay. Because we're out of glass mix. Glass mix has run out because of a lack of sand. Okay. Surely we're not out of quartz. I'm assuming it's just a case of... Yeah, no, we have lots of quartz. It's just a case of getting it out. Alright, this. This. Don't even want to think about that one. Right. I suppose what I should do is make sure that it gets first crack at that glass before household goods do. Okay, so there's a bit more glass. So if somebody would like to come along, please, thank you so much. Bring that here. Beautiful. Okay, there we go. That's actually not bad. Even when it's rainy or cloudy, it's still a decent pile. That's actually not that bad. I was expecting about half that. Having said that, when it's sunny, it doesn't really improve that much, but still. Okay, that's very, very good. So I think I'm going to want like a lot more of these. How do I place them without wrecking this here? I guess we just leave a gap there, right? Yeah, as long as I leave some gaps, that'll be alright. It doesn't really line up, that's gonna bug me. That's better. Okay. So yeah, so that's going to take quite a while to build, but having 6 of those is going to drastically improve the power situation. And I think now we can put this back to sane levels. One last purchase of diesel to get us going for tomorrow, and I think we're going to call things there for today. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, please leave a like and a comment. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It really does help. Other than that, we'll catch you in the next one. Have a good one. See ya.